Today we get to the fun part of this whole series. I know it's been really long, but today we are gonna learn how to make an offer. Before I even start the lesson, here's the homework. The first step is to identify a dream outcome. So what is a dream outcome? So whatever your product or service promises, first try to identify that. The best way I find a dream outcome for anything is to take it to the extreme. Like 10 times extreme. So what makes your customer happy? Let's say if it's kid, it's simple. It's food, it's candies, it's like fairs like the trade, not fair trade, my bad. The fairs where there is a big wheel and all of those fun stuff. So that's what makes a kid happy. So let's say I sell chocolates, because let's not go the wheel part. Let's say I sell chocolates and I'm targeting to kids. I would add all these elements in my offer later, but currently I wanted to find the dream outcome your client wants. Of course, your client will not be a child. And don't write something vague as, let's say you are a marketing agency, don't write making money. Be specific. Be specific as to what what dream outcome do they actually want. Do they want a free time? Do they want to make money? If yes, how? And in what ways? How do they want to scale? How much control do they want? How much headache do they want off their table? All of that, write them down. That's the first step. So the step 2 of creating an offer is to list out all the prompts your clients have to getting to their dream outcome. See, here is the dream outcome, but your client is here. What are the problems the client might have? So I want you to write down big problems, like big chunky problems, like not having enough money, or let's say not having enough time constraint, or so whatever it is, just write them down. So what are sub problems? For example, when you say they don't have time, specify it down. Do you think they have their priorities set wrong? Do they don't have a calendar? Or even if they do, or are their meetings not properly organized? So simple example, let's say weight loss. Weight loss is one of the biggest problem. What's the problem actually? Is it their diet? Is it their, is it like what they eat? Of course it's diet. Is it the workout time? Is it that they don't have time enough to, lose weight? List the problems and the sub-problems. So, you can use these solutions to these sub-problems later in the, when you're enhancing your offer to add bonuses or stuff like that. But now just go all in and list out all the problems your clients and all the sub problems for them. This is what I always do. The next step might sound simple, but it is actually the most annoying. Of course, the whole activity is going to take you a lot of time. So next is list solutions to these problems. After listing out the best solutions you have written down, what I want you to do next, go to the solutions. Of course, I want to list as many solutions as possible and choose the best one for each of the problem. And I want you to give it a name to all those solutions. For example, let's say the solution is a PDF template, like how to save time, or you give them a calendar or an appointment booking. Name it, give it like a cool name. For example, it can be the calendar tracking blueprint or something. Just give a name. Whatever you want, you can just give it a name for now. You can improve on it later. So just keep the name for now. Now that you listed all the solutions and given them cool names, now create solution delivery vehicles. As in, how do you want to solve the problems? For example, if the problem is weight loss, or specifically not getting time to go to the gym, what is the solution? What is the solution delivery vehicle? How are you going to do it? Are you going to do a one-to-one where you're going to teach them how to save time? Or you are going to do one-to-many like a webinar? Or you're going to make an app, make a template, make a PDF? How are you solving that problem? Write it down. And if you have difficulty doing that, just take a screenshot of this. Yes, this is like the list Alex Hormozi gives, so you can have like a view on what this is. So let me quickly explain what those are. So in the first one, you will see one some group and one to many. So one-to-one is basically where you are providing a one-to-one consultation. A one-to a small group is a kind of like consultation-ish, but you are like 10 to 15 people. And then there is one-to-many. Of course, those are webinars or online seminars or offline seminars, doesn't matter. And then consumption. How do you want it? You want it in a video course, or you want to do a audio or a podcast, or you want to give them a template, or a text written like a blog or something, or you want to do it live, just like Alex Hormozi's recent video. And then there are 3 ways these can be done. You do it yourself, I'm going to teach you how to do it, then do it yourself. Or then done with you, then you're going to do it and I'm going to teach you how to do it along the way. And then finally it's done for you. These are marketing agents, of course. They do everything for them, and all they have to do is lay back and enjoy. And next is speed and convenience. You can do it kind of like this. Let's say you have a call center, it can be 24/7, or it's a 9 to 5 thing. The result you'll get it in like 9 to 5 hour, like from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock, something like that. Or you can do just a fast thing, as in like how fast the person is going to get a result. And then finally is M or F. What does that mean? So support, how do you wanna give them the priority support we talk about? Are you gonna just send them, keep them active on DMs? Are you gonna send them SMSs? Are you gonna mail them? Are you gonna have a call center call them? You're gonna make a meeting, or you're gonna call them directly yourself? So these are few ways. By the way, the MF means Monday to Friday, only weekdays or something like that. So now, this is what's interesting, is the 10x or 110x the cost. So example, let's say a product solution, the solution delivery vehicle, how you're solving the problem, it costs the customer X. So what would the 10x cost of be it? Be creative. Like for example, if you're giving them a PDF template, that's the X. What would be the 10x? 10x is you going to their location and you consulting them one-on-one. That's 10x. Like 1 by 10x, how can you multiply? Is the reverse of it. Instead of making a template, you can make a YouTube video people can consume easily, or just a simple text document which they can then create the template or the PDF themselves. So there are like levels to this. So these are like the few options you can think around, to kind of get creative. These are just templates. You don't have to follow the ones I just showed here. You can do it on your own, kind of like get creative, like think of all the possible solutions and solution delivery vehicles you can do for your customers. Now the final piece of the cake is the fifth one, trim and stack. So what does this mean? So trim means to cut out all the things which are low value to the customer but high effort from your side, or like high cost, high effort. You want to get rid of these first. Of course, the first step is easy, trimming of high value and low effort ones, trimming of high cost and low value ones is easy. But as you keep going, there are a few things which are high value but also high cost to you. So basically trim all the things which are high cost to you, but only keep the things which are high value to you. And think how you can provide the same value at a lesser cost of it. It's that simple. Trimming does that. And finally the stack, the most amazing part. I wanted to take all the ones which you have saved from the trim part and make them into a stack, bundle them, all of them together, and boom, there you go, your offer is done. But there is more, of course, but this is how you get to your core offer. See, what people do is they do just one thing, they provide only one solution, if it's a web designer, he just gives you a web redesign. That's where low ticket offers are made. See, the problem with this web design thing is it's high cost and high value. But imagine if the web designer not only were to do a web design but also a CRO, also A/B testing, these things, of course, which are high value, high cost, but on top of that give templates, 5 to 10 landing page templates for their clients. The value will keep increasing for that customer. And also these templates, what I like about templates is they are low cost but high value. You must use these templates and stuff like that. Stack all the high value solutions and don't keep any low value ones. Remove all the low value costs and just keep the high value, and you're good to go. So you have created the base of your offer. You can always change it, you can get creative, but these steps are compulsory. These will always be the step of creating an offer. If you find a better option, it's good for you. But I want you to follow these to create the offer fastest, but this is probably going to take a day if you think through and can provide as much as value as possible in the current situation. And of course, when I mean trim, I want you to not only trim the low value ones but also trim the ones which are not possible currently. So kind of be practical, what you can do, and if not, try to make the thing possible, that's much. And try to customize it in your own way, have divergent and large thinking, and try to make the best offer ever, and comment down below what your offer is, so probably I can pin it in the pin it later, or I'm gonna show it in the next video, which is gonna stay forever. Either of them is gonna happen. So let me know your best offer in the comment below, and until then, see you in the next video, which is really exciting for me, is how to enhance your offer. Is it how to make your offer 10 times better than the competition, or 10 times better than anybody else.